It's not what you did, son, that angers me so. It's who you did it to.
Who? The nobody?
That nobody is John Wick.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top. Yo, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you. Always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality is tragedy, bro.
Greetings and welcome to the John Wick Minute, the show where we analyze, scrutinize, and celebrate John Wick 1 minute at a time.
I'm Samuel.
I'm Seth,
And I'm Steven.
and this is minute 2. We begin with...
There you go.
Him getting out of the car slowly,
Very slowly.
dyingly,
With
one
blood.
could say. Yes, dramatically.
Very dramatically.
No words, because again, best Keanu. No words.
Sad music.
Music.
So
And
we
it
do-
ends.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
It ends with him watching the video and falling asleep.
Actually, it ends
Actually, that's
with...
really the whole minute.
It ends with another view of the wrecked Chevy Tahoe from the opposite side, and you can see him laying on the ground after he's passed out.
It passed out. There we go.
So we finally see Keanu Reeves. It only took a whole minute. No
One
dramatic
whole
reveal of the main character. He just kind of
Wait,
opens
wait.
the door. and he's
You're
there.
saying that's not a dramatic reveal?
Okay, but not like
I mean, that is kind of a dramatic reveal.
it's not like Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible where like
Takes off
something
the
bad
mask.
is happening
Not
and
Will
then
Ferrell in Megamind, and he comes out. It's all about presentation.
Back in black.
Oh man.
Admittedly,
Yeah.
but
it
it's
just-
kind of a dramatic intro.
I mean,
falling
okay,
off the
wrecking a car
half
very
dead.
slowly, but then he just opens the door and there he is, not a
He,
pan
like,
up to him
falls
or
out.
anything. Yes, but it's not okay. You get what I'm saying.
I mean, and it's obviously setting you up for the. We fast forwarded to the end, and we're going to take you
Yeah.
back to the beginning. Classic trope,
Right.
The whole
So
movie's
this
a
is
flashback.
a fun game that I plan to do pretty much any time a new person shows up on screen that
Oh, nice.
at least speaking line people.
That he didn't tell us about.
Yeah, it's fine.
apparently.
No, that's the fun of it. Is you get to guess. It's the IMDb game. When you open IMDb, every actor is like their top 4 things they're known for. What do you think Keanu Reeves is most well known for? The top 4.
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, The
Matrix.
Matrix, Point Break, and John Wick.
Speed.
So it is Matrix, Matrix Reloaded, Point Break, and Speed. Yeah,
Speed.
so you got it.
Haha, but not Bill and Ted.
Or John Wick, or
Wow. Bill and Ted
what's the other one?
has
I'm just thinking of?
a large enough cult following that they
does.
got a sequel made like 30 years later.
So I think they,
terrible.
I think it's a weird algorithm. I don't think it's like, I don't know what it
It's
is
like
exactly.
when Seth looked up. Did you look it up or did you look it up on IMDb? And apparently, Keanu Reeves isn't even in John Wick 4.
Oh yes.
Oh,
he
yeah,
is
yeah. So
awesome.
I Googled who stars in John Wick 4, and it was like John Wick 4 starring Lawrence Fishburne and yada,
Yeah.
yada, yada, yada. And Keanu Reeves' name did not pump up at all. Like, what?
Oh well.
Okay.
Is the trailer
Cool.
lying? Is he in it for like 5
should
seconds and then
be-
he dies?
Oh man.
I just want to point out that Constantine was better than like all. I have a Point Break.
I never saw Point Break.
I
Okay.
didn't see Point Break. I don't
You
remember
need
that.
to watch
It
Point
is-
Break because
dumb.
it has Keanu Reeves and oh man, what's his name?
Okay,
Oh, I'm
good.
blanking. No. Famous actor, like super famous in the 80s.
Narrows it
And then
down.
he ended up dying of cancer in like the
Patrick
90s. Swayze. That's who it is.
I don't think it was
Swayze
90s.
Keanu Reeves.
It was
He died
early
in the
2000s.
Okay, maybe it was the early 2000s,
I
but
think
he
it was
stopped
early
acting
2000s.
after a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patrick Swayze, Keanu Reeves in a movie, very good.
I'll have to watch it.
But what if I
It's-
could
it's
bring
basically-
to you Sandra Bullock?
No. See, Patrick Swayze is way better than Sandra Bullock. But it's basically the plot of Fast and Furious before Fast and Furious existed.
Interesting. Then I'll definitely have to watch it because I like Patrick
Fast
Swayze.
and Furious. The first one is totally a
talk
ripoff.
much.
I mean,
That
Patrick
really
Swayze
is
does
my
more
paradigm for
talking.
how good he is.
Um,
47 Ronin didn't make the top. Didn't make the top.
Bram
list there?
Stoker's Dracula didn't make the top.
No, that didn't make the list.
Oh man, have either of you actually seen that atrocious movie?
No.
No.
It's
Is
got
he
its
in,
cult following, but he tries to do an accent and he can't. The whole
Is he
movie,
in
and he's
Devil's
like,
Advocate? Or was
I
that
don't know.
Nick Cage?
I don't know.
There's
But he
another
sounds
one.
like Nick Cage trying to do an accent. That's exactly
hilarious.
what Keanu Reeves sounds like trying to do an accent.
He's in a movie called Man or Tai Chi something or other. Super fun action movie. He doesn't speak a whole lot, but it was a really fun, like, not American made action movie. It was fun. You should go watch
So
it.
Matrix. Okay, so Matrix Reloaded. That's I get
Yeah,
why
I
they
wouldn't
do
have
that.
put that in the list.
But if you take Matrix out, well, no, it was when it came out.
Well, it was a
it's
big
the
deal,
Matrix sequel.
but John Wick isn't in the top 4.
But if you look at movies that grossed X amount of money, John Wick was a cult breakout.
Yeah,
Whereas
it was 89 million. There's no way Speed made.
no, I'm not
89.
talking about no, but that was like his early on. That's why he'd be known for it. I'm talking about like compare it to the Matrix Reloaded. Matrix Reloaded probably made an insane amount of money compared to that.
That's true.
True.
That's true. I also
Good
would
game,
be
good
remiss
game.
if I did not bring up Cyberpunk 2077.
Yep.
Not a movie, but it is a game that I really enjoyed. It's got a lot of like not great stuff
It
in
came
it.
about because of his career rebirth.
And I love you, random citizen.
Yeah.
Since we brought up
what is-
Megamind.
Yeah, what is he? You're breathtaking.
Yeah, that's
his
what it
thing.
was. But that's
Um,
what it was. It literally was like exactly like what happens in Megamind.
Yeah. But he's basically Cortana to Master Chief. He's stuck in your head and talks to you through the whole game. So
He is.
yeah.
Yep. Not
The line delivery is really bad through that whole thing, but I don't even care because it's
Wait.
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves.
talking.
Keanu Reeves bad delivery.
You know, I was
Um,
talking to my boss, and because this is on the Keanu thing, and I asked him if he had ever seen John Wick, and he's like, "Doesn't that have the guy from The Matrix in it?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "No, I never watched it because I can't stand him." And I was like, "That's not fair." It's like
He
it's a
seems
great
to
movie.
actually be a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
And like
Oh, he
the
totally
interviews
is.
I watch and stuff, he seems awesome, and which is funny. But he talks in real life like he does in the movies. So
Yep.
I don't know how.
It doesn't
This is
bother
interesting.
me.
We could have talked about this in the intro too, maybe, but like, it's amazing that he ever got movie roles. Number one, how did that guy go into a reading, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Yeah, you.
Have
yeah,
you seen?
And
Have you seen Speed?
yes,
Okay, that's okay. My point is the movies that were being made, it just
well,
lined
fair.
up.
Yeah.
Bill and Ted. But
That's
the Matrix,
fair.
I guess the Matrix makes sense though, like
Yeah.
that character. But all I'm saying, like, so his career though, like,
Well, it disappeared
like-
for a long time.
disappeared after the Matrix,
And he was doing
The
movies
third
like
one, the
Bram
third one.
Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, the third one. So basically, Nick Cage trajectory.
Yeah,
and
But Nick Cage pumps out more B movies than any other actor except maybe Bruce Willis.
my guess is because he needs money.
Yes.
He makes
It
a lot of
is.
money off those movies, though.
Well, I'm sure. But all I have to say, these movies took Keanu Reeves into instant stardom again.
Mhm.
Like he is now. So then he's now doing like cameos on. I think Big Bang Theory. He did a cameo on.
Oh
Who
my
didn't?
goodness.
Everybody does a cameo on Big Bang Theory.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But to be fair, The Matrix 4 only exists because of John Wick.
That's true.
Correct.
And that
And I
is
never
not
finished
it.
that is
They
not
forgot,
a good
though.
thing.
To bring Neo back to
Right.
Matrix 4
Right, they brought John Wick.
with Jedi powers.
Yeah, with
That's what.
Yeah, I never
was
finished
So
it.
lazy.
dude, I tried to finish
lazy.
it twice and I fell asleep, so I finally like skipped to the end after the third
It,
time.
I think it's just as good as Reloaded in the third
No,
one. Which
no,
is
it's
not
worse.
saying much.
It's worse.
No,
It's so much
the same-
worse.
Same story.
But this is
So-
John Wick.
Yes. I actually had a note here. His face is all bloodied up. And I just decided to look it up. The head of the makeup department was a man named Stephen Kelly, so I imagine he had a hand in all the consistency of
Blood.
scars and bloods and
And all
all
the
that.
blood.
So, and then we also get the first ethereal echoes of the Tyler Bates iconic John Wick theme song.
Oh.
I love
right.
the John Wick theme. I did like. I don't even know. It doesn't seem to fit a normal like cadence of a song, a memorable theme. Like
It doesn't stand out. Like
not
it,
at
it makes
first.
a good background. Yeah.
By the third, yes. Okay, so it's not like bombastic Jurassic Park or Star Wars, like John Williams esque.
I just
But
had this image
or
of
Zimmer.
Jurassic Park theme song while he's like shooting guys all over the place.
but
That'd be great.
by the time I watched the third movie in theaters, in the opening credits while the music was playing, I was getting hyped because I'm like, okay, that's the John Wick theme. Like it. So by the time I got to the third, it stuck with me. So you first hear it here. Tyler Bates is most well known on well, at least IMDb for the Guardians of the Galaxy films, this and Deadpool 2.
Doing
so the music.
Scores.
Yeah.
Question:
doing the
did
score.
he do the score for the ride? Mission Breakout?
Yes. No.
Or no?
I'm sorry. He did the new one out here at Epcot. I don't know if he
okay.
did Mission Breakout. I don't know if he did Mission Breakout. Cosmic Rewind.
Oh,
That's what it
Good
is.
call.
Okay,
Um,
quick question of
yes.
trivia. Did you catch what phone he has?
5S.
iPhone.
It looks like a 5S
Yeah, it looks like a 5S.
because I had a 5S.
And based on the timeline, I would assume it's probably a 5S. It was right before they went.
Apple
like,
has some
rounded
shameless
again.
product placements. In
Yeah,
this
but did
movie.
you know for a long time they had a rule bad guys weren't allowed to have iPhones?
I didn't know that.
Who had a rule?
Apple.
Apple? Oh, that's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was
That's not
it's
surprising
changed
me
because
at all.
since then they've had them, but for a while bad guys were
Listen,
not
public-
allowed to use Apple
publicity.
products.
Listen, some people want to be the bad guy. So let
we
them
do-
And then
back-
Jurassic World Dominion just makes Tim Cook the bad guy of the movie.
he just skipped right to the Apple headquarters, the evil base. Tim
That
Cook
movie.
is the bad guy.
I have problems
Like-
with that movie.
Could you guys have been any more subtle?
Did we notice that
Did you
he
say
only
something mean about
has
Spielberg?
sorry. He only has 15 things in his camera roll. I don't know if anyone else saw that.
I actually did not.
It's like one of
I didn't see
15.
it.
Like, oh, okay. I
Well,
mean, I
if
don't
you're-
imagine him going around like taking selfies, like,
Right, like vlogging with his puppy.
Doesn't have that yet. Doesn't have that yet. Doesn't have it long. yet.
Actually, by this point,
He
he
had already
would
had
have
it.
had it.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Oh, true.
This is he gets
Well, no.
flashbacks to the getting the puppy.
Yes,
This is
yes.
yeah.
This is after.
Oh yeah.
But
He could've-
he
I
is
guess
wearing
he-
his wedding ring. It does have a close up of his hand holding there. So he's wearing his wedding ring. So he's married. So good for him. He's got to make it out for his definitely alive wife, right?
Definitely.
That's all we know so far.
definitely alive
Yes, we
wife.
can tell from the
That he's-
video and the way he looks
that
at
he's-
it.
Watching the video of her.
Yes.
That was when they were on vacation yesterday. He just had to pop out and get some groceries. He crashed the car. He's
Yeah.
just gotta. Oh man, I gotta get back to the resort.
This is honestly this scene actually gives me throwbacks to Minority Report and Tom Cruise
Okay.
watching the video of his son, right? I believe he's
I
watching
don't
the video of
remember
his
my-
son.
Dude, I haven't seen Minority Report in like 10 years.
Did you
Well,
know
it's still a
John
fantastic
Williams
movie.
did the score for Minority Report?
Yes.
I didn't. I was shocked when I was watching it and I heard one small part and I'm like, wait, that sounds exactly like Star Wars. But
So
the rest of
if
the
I
movie
can,
is just
I
the
don't
score.
really remember watching this for the first time because I've watched
Mm-hmm.
it a million times. But I do know if you're watching it for the first time, there's like, okay, obviously there was some big fight or something, right? And he's
Mhm.
wrecked the car, he's bloody, he gets out or whatever because the car slow rolls into the thing.
Mhm.
But it just communicates to us in this scene that he's possibly perishing and
Mhm.
he's reflecting on his wife, like, oh, or girlfriend or whatever, like, oh, well, never gonna see her again or something like that because he's dying, right? That's
Mhm.
or at least that's the impression you're being left with right now. So
Mhm.
we take a lot of things for granted when you like watch a movie a million times.
Right, and that's something too. This movie, being that it was never meant to be a multiple series thing. He could have actually just died in this movie. It could have been like, if you've spoiler alert, if you've never seen Extraction, like everyone dies in that movie, and it starts out in a similar way. It starts out with like the good guy, the hero, being seriously injured and like crawling, and which, by the way, that movie heavily influenced by this one
John,
when it comes to the action scenes. Very well done.
Did it have that Extraction had that really long one?
Yeah, that fake.
Yes,
no, it did.
really
It had a really
long
long one take. It was
I
fake,
saw that much.
but it was
I
still.
didn't-
It looked like a one take. Yeah,
Oh, they faked it. I am far less impressed now.
You have to fake
dude.
that kind of
what
thing.
was it? Dunkirk was that
You know,
movie where
Dunkirk
it's
was
all one
all
take, but it's faked.
Was it Dunkirk?
I think it's It's either Dunkirk or 1917. It's one of the two.
1917.
Yeah.
I think it's 1917, not
This had to be
Dunkirk.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then John lays down and accepts his death.
Mhm.
And
In the video is
essentially-
just him of the woman.
Which he has a wedding ring
Which
on, so
we're
we
not
assume
playing
it's
the
his wife.
game. We're not playing the game for the woman, are we? Because
you know what? She does show up here. I had it for later, but technically she does show up here. We could, or we could just save it for the next minute because
We
this
can
minute's
save it for
running
the
a
next
little
minute. Let's do that.
We will.
We will save it for the next minute.
Sounds good to me.
And we totally aren't recording these back to back. We just wear the same clothes every day.
For those of you listening and you can't see what we're wearing, you should be watching. You can follow us on YouTube and anywhere you get podcasts. But
Yes.
YouTube for visual if you want to see our beautiful smiling faces. Or
Or our
just
faces.
smiling
Remember the
faces.
thing we said about podcasts? Stay there.
What? Oh. Yeah. Is
I
that
think
it?
that's it for this minute. I don't
Yeah.
have anything else.
I'm out of
Right.
I'm out of things.
Sounds good. I guess
Once again,
then
we are
we
left looking at the
will-
Tahoe.
Yes.
we have the Tahoe.
Yup.
We will see you next time on
The
John
John
Wick
Wick
Minute. That was closer. We're getting there.
So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks. We out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized. We out here making posters and we ain't got nothing to hide. We move forward like soldiers.